Good morning, first graders. Today we're on page 151 of your student journal, page 151. And our objective is today I will solve how many more comparing word problems where the difference is unknown. Okay, so let's look at that. It says how many more. This is going to be our clue operation word. So this is our clue operation word that tells us that we're going to be subtracting. We're going to be subtracting. Okay, they're going to be comparing word problems. And you're going to see in our examples that we're going to compare what two people have. And then it says where the difference is unknown. So the difference is unknown. Okay, so I'm not going to actually look over our vocabulary today. I'm going to get started and show you what we're going to do. It says we're going to listen carefully to the numbers in the word problem. We're going to use the numbers to write an equation using a symbol or letter to represent the unknown. And then we're going to solve for the unknown using a drawing. Okay, what we're actually going to do, friends, is we're going to switch these. So we're going to do our drawing first, and then we're going to write our equation. So we're going to draw first and then write our equation because that will help us. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to get started on mine. Here's my first problem. It says, Gregory caught 5 baseballs. Dean caught 7 baseballs. How many more baseballs did Dean catch than Gregory? Okay, so we saw that how many more? Okay, so how many more is our clue operation word that we're going to subtract. I'm going to subtract. Okay, so I'm going to use a drawing to help me with this. So I know that Gregory caught 5 baseballs. So I'm going to just draw circles for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I know that Dean caught 7 baseballs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I'm drawing pictures of their baseballs. So those belong to Gregory and those belong to Dean. Okay, well the question says, how many more does Dean have? Well, what do they have the same? Don't they both have those the same? And they both have those the same. They have those the same, those the same, and those the same. So how many more does Dean have? Dean has 2 more than Gregory. So my answer is 2. Dean has 2 more baseballs than Gregory has. But if they wanted me to write my equation, what did we do here? Look at how many did Dean have? How many does Dean have? Dean has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 baseballs. And I subtracted the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I subtracted the 5 that Gregory had. So 7, and I took away the 5 that Gregory had, and that left me with the 2 more that Dean has. So my equation is the 7 that Gregory had, subtract the 7 that Dean had, subtract the 5 that Gregory had, and then that shows me how many more Dean had, which was 2. Okay, let's look at another one of those. This one says, Jade picked 9 flowers. Her sister picked 6 flowers. How many more flowers did Jade pick than her sister? Okay, so we see that how many more, which tells me I'm going to subtract. That's my clue operation word. Okay, so let's draw a picture. Jade has 9 flowers. I'm not going to draw flowers. I'm just going to draw circles for her flowers. So Jade has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because it said Jade had 9 flowers. And her sister picked 6. We don't know her sister's name, so I'm just going to use an S. Sister picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we want to know how many more Jade has than her sister. So let's see what they have the same. They have those the same, those the same. So how many more does Jade have? Jade has 1, 2, 3 more flowers than her sister. Okay, but what was my equation here? I took how many Jade had, so I took all of Jade's, which was 9, and I subtracted the 6 her sister has. I took away those 6, and that left me with how many more she has. So it's how many Jade had, take away how many her sister had, and then that left me with what Jade had more. Okay, let's try some of these together. So we're on page 152, and here's our first problem. There are 10 gray birds and 2 blue birds. How many more gray birds are there than blue birds? Okay, so let's look at that. We have our how many more clue operation word tells us we're going to subtract. So let's underline that. Okay, so let's draw what we have. It says there are 10 gray birds. Okay, so for gray, why don't we make a G? And we're not going to draw birds, we're just going to do circles. So there, it says there's 10 gray birds. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 gray birds, and there's 2 blue birds. So let's put a B for the blue birds. And how many are there? 2. 1, 2. So we have our gray birds and our 2 blue birds. Okay, let's look at what do they have the same. They have those the same and those the same. So how many more gray are there? There are all these that are just gray. So let's count them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 more gray birds. So what was our equation there? What did we do? We took the 10 gray birds and we subtracted the 2 blue birds, and we ended up with the 8 more gray birds. So our equation is 10 subtract 2 equals 8. Okay, let's do one more of those. Okay, Brent has 8 games. Carter has 11 games. How many more games does Carter have than Brent? Okay, so here's our clue operation word. How many more tells us we're going to subtract. Okay, so let's draw what we have. So we have Brent has 8. So let's give him 8. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then it says Carter has 11. So why don't we make a C for Carter? Now when we draw Carter's, try and make them right underneath. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we drew Brent's games and Carter's games. Now let's see what they have in common. Ready? Those, draw lines and connect them. Okay, so how many does Carter have left after we matched them? I see 1, 2, 3. So Carter has 3 more than Brent had. Okay, but what was our equation? We took all of Carter's games, all 11 of his games, and we subtracted or took away the 8 games Brent has. And we were left with 1, 2, 3. Our difference was 3. Okay, friends, keep practicing this and have a great day. Bye.